Hi everybody, this is Francis from Filipino Martial Arts School, and today is another episode of Bayani Talk. Hi everybody, this is Guro Francis from Filipino Martial Arts School, and today's another episode of Bayani Talk. And today, I thought I'd change it up a little bit. You know, I live in Southern California, and we have like pretty much good weather here all the time. I have friends that live in the East Coast and the Midwest, and they, you know, I'm just very blessed to have this kind of weather that we have out here. So I figured, hey, I'm outdoors, I'm enjoying this. Let me just kind of do a Bayani Talk outdoors. So before we do that, I want to say that by the time this video airs, we would have celebrated Filipino Martial Arts School 10-year anniversary. That's right, Filipino Martial Arts School has been open for 10 years now officially. I started teaching in 2009, and it's been a crazy trip since then. And so now we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and it'd be on the lookout because we actually would have spent our anniversary at Huntington Beach bonfire, and then, you know, so most of my students are going to be there, so watch out for the video for that. So today what I'd like to talk about is 1-second fights. So I just can't seem to get away from this particular topic, and for those who are kind of sick and tired of me talking about this, I apologize, but I still, in my heart, still believe that this is a subject that needs to be continued to be talked about. One of the biggest issues that I've been always getting as a Filipino martial artist is that, you know, I'm a big person, and somehow I think people are still surprised that I'm a big person and I'm a Filipino martial artist, because it doesn't fit a certain criteria, what they call it, quote unquote, as a martial artist. So when I released a video on some how to look for a qualified Filipino martial arts instructor, I had some wonderful people that shared it. Thank you very much for that. And then there was people commenting that they said, oh, how would this guy be a martial artist, or how can this guy be a teacher? I noticed that he's sitting down and that he's you know, he's a big person, and then he can only last 1 second in a fight. So I'm just kind of like, okay. First of all, I am a martial artist. I don't know why I need to constantly prove that, but hey, I guess that's my lot in life. It's not the worst thing in the world. Secondly, you know, they were kind of knocking the fact that a person will only fight for only a few seconds. Now, let me just share this with you guys. One of the philosophies that I teach in Filipino Martial Arts School is teaching you need to learn how to fight 100 people, not just one person. Now, that might not make sense to you, but if you think about it this way, in the street fight, there's no such thing as a fair fight. In a fair fight, it is in a ring with judges and referee, and even people still complain that it's still not a fair fight. But there is no such thing as a fair fight, especially in a street fight. In a street fight, people will actually come out of nowhere and just pummel you. And so what I tell my students is be prepared to fight 100 guys, not just one guy. And I say that because you want to be able to dispose of your first opponent quickly, because there might be 99 other people coming around the corner. So with that being said, if it takes you more than, I don't know, 5 seconds to dispatch of a person, anything longer than that, by that person's reinforcement would have come out and just completely overwhelmed you and ganged up on you. Don't think that just because it's supposed to be one-on-one and mano-a-mano kind of thing, that's the way the real world works. The reality is, the possibility, the highly probable scenario would be that a lot of people are going to come out and attack you. And if you can't defend yourself and dispatch of your assailant within a few seconds, you're in a lot of trouble. So with that being said, so to those people that commented, yeah, I bet you he can only last a fight for 1 second. Well, I don't want to last a fight longer than that anyway. So I'm not looking for fights, I'm not looking for trouble, but in my opinion, in a real street fight, you don't want to last longer than that. Now, I know you might be saying, well then, Francis, can you really hold out for more than you know, one fighter or two? Well, let me just say this. I know that I'm not what it looks like to be in the greatest physical health. But at the same time, I'm happy. And honestly, how many people can say that about themselves, about the way that their life is? I'm happy. Do I want to be healthier? Of course I do. There's no denying that. But I think that's true for everybody. Everybody wants to be healthier. But I'm happy. And you know, if I put head to pillow and if I never wake up the next day, I know that I lived a life that is full. And people that I know that people will miss me. So many years ago, I went to the 2016 General Conference for the United Methodist Church. And the person that was leading the subcommittee meeting, the person was sharing another pastor's message. Forgive me, I don't remember the pastor's name, even though that person mentioned it. You know, in the tombstone, there's all this information, the person's name, you know, the person, when this person was born, when the person died, if this was a person, a father, a mother, a sister, a brother, you know, a son or a daughter. They usually put something like that on a tombstone. But then what that was shared to me that day was the most important thing in the tombstone is the dash between the birth date and when the day that person died. Is because how did this person live their life? So in my opinion, even though I'm not the greatest of shape, I think I have done a little bit of good into this world, and I've made myself a little bit, actually not even a little bit, really happy. So regardless of that, what I'm just trying to say, just to kind of sum it all up, is that yes, I know I'm a big person, but I'm also a martial artist. And we gotta stop just using the stigma of what quote unquote a martial artist look like, because a martial artist can be anybody. It could be you, it could be me, somebody who looks like me, somebody who doesn't look like me. You could be a woman, you could be transgendered, you could be a member of the LGBTQ community, you could be a person in a wheelchair. Anybody can be a martial artist. And if there's anybody that tells you that you can't, well, it's just because their mind is closed-minded. So with that being said, yes, I might be only able to last for a few seconds, but if it lasts any longer than that, you're in a lot of trouble. Do you guys agree with me? Please comment down below. And if you are looking for a Filipino martial arts school that accepts everybody, please visit us at our website at www.fmaschool.com. And until then, my name is Guro Francis from Filipino Martial Arts School. Peace out, God bless, and keep swinging them sticks.